third and final game of the home series against Salt Lake, 18U. And this is period 1. We have Borchi Romer.
Has to be a
Romer
bone
loses the
sticking
draw.
out, Dave.
Or, I'm sorry, Borchi loses the draw, not Romer. Off Romer's stick. Comes back down, Gabe to it. Gabe looking for Tyler. He's got him. Tyler's got some space. He's going to take the middle, kick it out to Jace. It rolls on him. Comes back to Parker. Parker leaves it for Gabe. Gabe chips it up, just misses Jace. It goes back down, no ice. Jace with an intercept, turns around looking for Romer, gets him right in front of the net. Romer puts it in. And just like that, the Moose is up 1-0. Romer with the goal. Jace with the assist.
Just a really patient play there. Great pair of hands, waiting for the goalie to make the first move, and nice tuck to the backhand there.
Man, that's how color commentary is done, Dave.
Thanks for the lesson. We got the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
You know, we just try to fill in a gap here and there.
He just sits there silently, and then every once in a while makes fun of the kids.
There we go. Well, that might happen too. That might happen too. Yeah. Well,
Marco,
we got
on the draw, gets it forward to Seabass.
Got a cue in.
Seabass shot gets blocked, comes back to him, but he can't find the handle. Comes to Benny on the point. Benny walks to the middle, shot, glove, save, and held. Why is Seabass wearing socks from last year? Marco, nice win to Benny. Benny gets it through the defenseman's leg. Oh, sorry, wide of the net.
You figure out why Seabass goes into the
Hit by Benny. Pops out to Josh. Josh makes one move, tries to make another, doesn't quite work. Hit by Benny again.
Physical
it
play
pops
by
free to
Benny
Isaac.
standing up there at the blue line.
Isaac looking for Josh. It goes off of him. Benny and Seabass collide and shot, and I have no idea where the puck is. I guess he's like, I don't want to move because I don't know where it is. There it was.
Yeah.
All right, no goal.
Just a dangerous giveaway in the slot there. That's something that the Moose will have to be cautious of as the game progresses.
Absolutely. That was Habel on the draw. Shot gets blocked wide. Gabe tries to make a move, doesn't work. Grabs the puck back, gets knocked down from behind. Chase with a hit that leaves it for Parker. Parker spins back, looking to get it across to Asher, does. Asher dumps it down deep, takes the hit to make the play. Comes to Habel. Habel puts it down cross corner, comes to Gabe. Gabe can't quite get it through. Comes to Habel. Habel loses it, comes back. Kessie out to play. Kessie is gonna cause Gabe to duck to get it out of the zone.
I don't think they're ready for the goalie to make that play, but
nope.
Good quick reflexes there to get it out.
Hunter wants to be a player so bad.
What's that?
I said Hunter wants to be a player.
Skate out.
Yeah. Parker with a little bit of a whack, and unsurprisingly, that's going to send him to the box. So, just like that, Moose is going to go on the penalty kill with 19:42 left in the first.
Yeah, the refs will tend to call that every time.
Yeah, especially when you do it in front of the refs.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It's true. Chris, you'll have to get me up to speed on a few players. Looks like there's maybe a few from out of town, or there's a couple I'm not recognizing.
So we've got
our gentleman in the purple gloves, number 17.
Yep. So he's a new player. He played with us a little bit in Utah, or not Utah, in Utica.
Okay.
And then he's coming with us to Ottawa.
Excellent.
His name is Josh. He's a friend of Marco, and he's out of upstate New York.
Okay, excellent. So another welcome addition to the program.
Absolutely. Better late than never, I always say.
Yeah, there you go.
Benny had a hit there. He had a good stick, but Salt Lake kept possession. They walked the line. And the 1T from 77 doesn't go. And the net's off, so they'll blow it in.
Yeah. Over the weekend, it's become apparent 46 on Salt Lake City is probably one of their more dangerous players. We've got a make sure we close the gap on him, put pressure on him. If you let him dance around, he's been able to make a few plays over the weekend.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he's an older player. He's an 06 that they allow to come play down. So he's got some skill for sure.
So he's a almost 19, 20-year-old player.
And Brent Bayless in there mixing it up with some good contact. Shot save. Kessie with a nonchalant glove.
Awesome to see Brent out there. He's been working hard this year. Obviously, a younger player still needs to probably put on a few more pounds, but hopefully, we got some time for that in the off season. But great to see him get an opportunity out there today.
A few more inches wouldn't hurt him either.
Yeah. I did notice it looked like you looked a little closer to being eye level with me the other day. We got a few more inches to go, but some of his teammates got a head start on him there. Yeah, hopefully when he gains a few more inches, a few more pounds, definitely a smart player, really patient with the puck, moves it well. So that bodes well for his future with the Moose.
Hey, Vaughn. Yeah, and he's a 2012 as well.
Yeah, young guy. So he's still got another year in the 14s.
He does.
Yep.
But trying to make the push onto the 16 and the 18 rosters.
Yep, absolutely.
Huh? I mean, I have to.
Yeah.
All right, take a little break here. And comes down for an ice. It's gonna come all the way down to Salt Lake. And there's 31 seconds left on Parker's penalty. Isaac just showing off his dance moves. Good clean win by Marco. Gets it back to Benny. Benny with the shot. Popped out a little bit, but goalie covers. Comes back. Benny does a good job to step and take that. Tries to make a move. It's knocked off his stick. Gets knocked off Marco's. Off of Benny in the center. Comes back to Isaac. Isaac flubs the pass. Isaac with a hit. Comes to Seabass. And Seabass clears it down on net. Weird little wobbly roller. And penalty has expired. We are back to 5-on-5. Benny can't quite have it. Kessie on the post, and then the post makes the second save. Josh with some speed coming out. He's all alone due to the line change, so he just dumps it to the other side. Parker dumps it down deep. It was delayed off, but we touched up, and now off we go. Hit by Jace comes to Parker. Parker with a shot off the outside of the net. Pops free to Jace. Jace spins it around looking for Tyler. He gets blown up. Tyler gets the puck. Tyler trying to feed Parker coming through. Doesn't quite go. Delayed penalty. Moose sends the 6th on as Kessie gets to the bench. Comes back to Romer off a skate. He's going to regroup. Gets it up to Tyler. Tyler right back to Romer. Romer carries it in. Takes it wide. Looking in the center. Jace can't quite get the shot off. We still have it. Benny gets the shot off. Goalie covers. Whistle comes before the goalie cover.
Yeah. That's a great job by Mason, letting Hunter get to the bench so we can get an extra man, making a nice patient play for a scoring opportunity rather than panicking with it at the blue line.
Absolutely. So they go to the box. We go up a man. So we go from the PK to the power play. And that was Borchi to Borchi, Borchi to Romer. Parker's shot misses the net and rims all the way around. That's the danger of those high shots.
Yeah, sometimes it's can be a nice goal when you score it, but it can end up as a breakout opportunity for the other team, or at least clear the zone.
Absolutely. Tyler carries through the middle, and Gabe hangs his head in shame as he forces an offside. Parker with the late slide, unfortunately. All right, so face-off comes outside of the zone. Portia gets it forward to Jace. Jace to Mason. Mason rims it around. Tyler will be the first one there looking for Jace. He's got him. Jace making some moves, looking to get it back to Tyler. Goes off a stick. Tyler gets it anyway. Comes back to Parker. Parker across to Gabe. Gabe walking, surveying. Gets it down to Tyler. Tyler looking. Tyler's like, all right, Gabe, you called for it enough. Then Gabe does what Tyler does, shoots it into a set of shin pads, and it gets sent back down around.
This looks like the Moose are having a hard time finding a good shooting lane to start out this power play.
Yep, pass intercepted. He was looking to spring Jace. Parker with a good intercept. Gets it across to Jace. Jace delays, gets it to Tyler. Tyler running out of real estate, puts it across for Isaac. Isaac with speed, shot save.
All right, bud.
Hey, bud. Yeah, did a good job of possessing the puck, but yeah, those shot lanes just weren't opening up for him.
Well, it just looks like we need a little bit more movement. Guys scanning, watching, try to get more puck movement, get them running around a bit, and that'll create those opportunities on the power play.
Jace Hable on the draw. Puck goes through him, comes to Benny at the point. Benny with a shot that misses the net. Comes to Isaac. Isaac to Benny. It bounces on him just out of the zone.
Handcuff.
Hable's going to come clean it up, but he's got to fight through the contact. Comes to Benny. Benny looks. Benny to Cam. Cam tries the self pass, doesn't go. And he gets sent back down. Benny to it. Benny to Isaac. Isaac off a Hable's skate. He deflected it to the middle, comes to Benny. Benny wanted to go to Isaac, missed. Gets sent back down. Kessie out to play, but it rims past him. Goes to Hable. Hable's looking. He's going to send it up the boards, but it's up, not out. Cam with a hit. Good intercept by Hable. He gets it to David. David's carrying, but there was a line change, so he's in by himself. He delays, has a nice shot opportunity, but it goes wide. Josh pulls it, sends it to Parker. Parker, shot, misses the net, goes out of play.
Looks like Parker likes to get a little bit of rise on the puck.
Yeah, so Parker scores some nice goals and then sends 800 shots over the net.
It's a bit of a high risk, high reward strategy. When it works, it's absolutely beautiful, though.
Yep.
And 57, I think that's the only one. I didn't recognize he made that little delay play.
David Patridge.
Okay.
That was Marco on the draw, comes out to Josh. Josh ships it across, looking for Seabass. Seabass with a one-time pass, looking for Parker. A little too far for him. Parker gives a little shove, knocks him down, takes the puck away. Flips it to Gabe. Gabe wanted to shoot, it gets blocked. Comes the other way. Parker to it. Parker bounce pass to Josh. Josh rims it around, looking for Gabe. Gabe to Seabass. Seabass off Marco's stick. No ice. Comes to Josh. Josh looking for Seabass. Pass gets blocked. That pass by Josh got blocked, and then Isaac takes it on the point, gets a shot. He's looking for the deflection, but instead hits Seabass on the inside of the knee. Seabass is going to try and get to the bench. Shot by Josh and held.
Good pressure by the Moose there. We didn't enter the zone with a lot of speed, but we were able to, again, get a little pressure on them, hem them in, get a nice shot on goal.
Yeah, Seabass is bent over there on the bench. That one looked like it stung him a little.
Yeah,
Romer
those never
wins it
feel
back.
good. Even with the advances in today's technology and equipment, there's There's still some soft spots there that don't feel good if the puck gets you.
Benny to Tyler. Tyler's going to carry. He gets it to Jace. Jace gets through one, puts it back to Benny. Benny's shot gets ramped up, goes to the corner. Jace there to get it. He spins it around looking for Mason, gets him. Mason trying to fight through the contact. It gets rimmed around. Isaac's going to step. He hits him, frees the puck up for Jace to take it. Jace goes around to Benny. Benny back to Isaac, but it bounces off of him. And offside is the call. So Isaac's role is the rat.
Is the what?
The rat.
Yeah.
So he's doing his job very well.
Every team needs a guy that'll dig a little, get under the skin.
Yeah.
Find ways to get the other team to take a bad penalty.
Yep. Kessie with a save. Comes to Gabe. Gabe was looking for Romer, doesn't get him. Salt Lake fanned on the shot. Romer had it, but it bounced off his stick. They come back the other way. Parker stepped for the hit, didn't work. Gabe went down. Shot goes wide of the net.
Great stop by Kets there.
Gets it to Tyler. I think he was actually looking for Gabe. Comes back the other way. Salt Lake's behind. Kessie comes out to play. And whoo, Gabe gets it to Mason. Mason to Jace, but it goes off his stick. And that was going well over the net, but Kessie says, let's calm this down.
Yeah.
Let's have a face-off.
Two really good opportunities there for Salt Lake. The Moose will be good to hold the puck there, get a little reset, start over.
Yeah, on the 18 specifically, we've been working on trying to limit the number of breakaways given.
Well, and then two different situations there. One, going for a big hit at your own blue line. Created that first one. Second one, just a giveaway at the wrong time when your momentum's going down the ice and all of a sudden the puck's coming the other way. Those can be dangerous. That's the number one rule. My minor hockey coach has always harped at us growing up is blue lines are very, very dangerous areas. Least ideal places on the ice to have a giveaway.
Absolutely. Patridge has it. He gets it to Asher. Asher dumps it down deep. Jason's going to go in. Comes around. Asher tried to knock it a little further. Didn't go. Went off Parker's stick, but Salt Lake picks it up with speed. Off of Kessie's glove and out of play.
It's a good back check there by 57 to make sure that it was just a shot from the outside after having to make up for that giveaway.
Absolutely.
Moose at the blue line.
Hey, Dave, are you taking notes?
No, I'm still looking for that.
He's having screen time right now.
Oh, okay. Marco won it back to Isaac. Isaac got it up, and then Marco sent it down for an ice. There is 10:31 left in the first. Moose still up by 1.
So far, it appears that the Moose have been in control, just giving Salt Lake some isolated opportunities. If they can shore those up, I anticipate the Moose will have a solid result today.
Here's open. Marco wins it to Josh. Josh sends it back. A little too far for Isaac. Good stick by Seabass. Good to see him back out there. Gets deflected out in front, goes wide. Puck pops behind the net. Isaac whacks at it. Bouncing on Benny. Comes out in front. And then Josh sends it. And I don't know. I think I might have waved that off.
Yeah.
I think it hit a Salt Lake stick on the way out, and then he definitely could have gotten that and definitely slowed up so he didn't. But yeah, good to see Seabass out there after taking that stinger to the knee.
Yeah, no, it's Seabass is a really tough guy. He's had to fight some adversity this year overall, so not surprising that a puck to the ankle definitely won't slow him down if some of those other things this year haven't either.
Yeah, dangerous play out in front, but Kessie just lunges and covers. Marco comes in, leaves it for Josh. Josh can't quite get it out, but then is able to bat it out of midair. He goes for the hit instead of the puck, then he gets hit himself. So the ref had their hand up. I thought it was going to be a delayed penalty for that exact situation. Apparently, it was a delayed offside.
Well, I think one more shove and the whistle would have gone, but cooler heads prevailed and play continues.
So nice pass by Borch to Gabe, but Gabe's pass to Seabass gets intercepted. Goes through Bayless, but Tyler picks it up, spins it around. Bounce pass looking for Seabass. Seabass whacks it out of midair, settles it down for himself, gets a low shot save.
Good hand-eye coordination there. They settle the puck, get a shot from the outside.
He's got a lot.
Partial screen.
Hit by Josh. Tyler can't quite find the handle. Gabe stops it on the point. Nope, not on the point. I thought he had it. That final lunge, I guess, wasn't across the line enough.
Those bang-bang tough plays can be tough. Tough call by the linesman there, but
I mean, obviously he's got a better vantage point than I do.
that's very true.
Tyler brings it to Romer. Romer dumps it down deep. Salt Lake fumbles it on the wall. Romer seals him off, looking for Jace to help out. Jace grabs the puck, but then it gets ramped out of play.
A little bit of a knuckler there. You could tell he was trying to bump it off the half wall of the point, but just was rolling on him, so out of play.
All right, and that's going to take it out of the zone. 8:46 left in the first. Tyler gets it across to where Mason normally lines up, but Mason was backed off the faceoff a little bit. I don't know if they had some set play they were trying to do.
No, that's a good question. Every once in a while, there may be slight variations at the faceoff dot just to try to create an opportunity, but looked like, yeah, not sure there.
Yeah, because he lined up there again. Yep. Parker got it down. It's in Mason's skates. He kicks it forward to himself. He gets a shot, goes off the goalie's head. Tyler looking for the rebound. It bounces on him, comes out to the point. Parker puts it right back in and into the net. Parker with the goal. 3, 23, 52, 48, and 9.
Great play by the Moose there. Romer seems to be a guy that's always in the right place at the right time. Scoring opportunity for him doesn't go, but the Moose stick with it, get traffic in front of the net for that point shot, and that's a nice goal for Parker.
Yeah, Parker puts the puck low and it goes in.
Yeah.
All the other ones went over the
we
net.
decided not to go for the high clapper on that one, and we get paid off.
What'd you say? Oh, I can't hear you. Borchi gets it back. Gabe gets it over to Parker. Parker looking for Romer, but missed him, and it comes down for an icing.
Those are tough ones. Sometimes you're trying to make a soft play for your teammate to skate onto, but every once in a while it's just a little bit out of their reach.
Well, in all these rinks, the boards bounce differently too, and you know, sometimes you're trying to put one off.
Well, especially here at Epic, there's one, if you rim it nice, it'll kick into the slot for you.
Yeah.
I've used that I've used it a time or two in my beer league games.
There you go.
I've also, my team's also been a victim to it, so it's it can give and it can take.
Epic is a harsh mistress. Hit by Parker, knocks the puck free for Romer to pick it up. Romer gets it over to Jace. Jace looking for Tyler, has got him. Tyler's got 2. He tries to flip it back to Jace, it gets intercepted.
Nice physical play there by Parker, stepping up, making the hit, separating the man from the puck, creating an opportunity the other way.
Tyler got tied up, puts it off the post. He comes back to it, Jace with a hit. And then the stick gets knocked off of Parker, or off of Tyler's, excuse me. Comes back to Gabe. Gabe chips it up, looking for Jace, gets him. Jace gets it to Tyler. Tyler cuts through the center. Tyler looking for the kick out to Romer. No, he tries to pull it through, and 4 players is too much for him to go through. Isaac with a hit, knocked it back into their zone, and then it comes back the other way. Shot saved by Kessie, hit by Romer, and there's a cross check going to Isaac.
The coaching staff doesn't appear too thrilled with that one, but it happens sometimes when you're trying to play on the edge a little bit. Just got to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, it definitely is a razor edge and hard to find that, you know, how do you get under their skin without going to the box? What? Yes.
Good
Puck comes
pressure
to
at the
the
blue
point.
line there by Chase.
They go down to the half wall. Cam in pursuit. Comes free to Jace. Jace sends it all the way down. Cam as the F1 going to pressure. Off Cam's stick right in the middle. Hable looks to pull it away, but Salt Lake comes out with it. Then it just jumps over Hable's stick. It was in the right spot. Gabe gets it out, offside.
That's excellent job
Good
by
call.
the Moose.
Good call.
Excellent job pressuring there to create the turnover. We're 45 seconds into this power play, and Salt Lake hasn't been able to establish themselves, so great job there.
1:15 left in the penalty. Moose up by 2, and 6:18 left in the period. Marco on the draw. Benny walks through a couple, tries to walk around the third, but
Just played it a little soft, needed to get that a little deeper to be able to skate onto
and
it.
he ran out of luck there. Good save by Kessie. Comes to Seabass, and Seabass all the way down. Good stick by Seabass again. He takes it, puts it behind the net. Kessie plays it, looking for Benny. Benny chips it, looking for Marco. Marco can't clear. Salt Lake gets possession. Salt Lake whiffs on the shot. Parker harassing. Parker luckily doesn't take a trip there because that could have been one. It's tied up, pops out to Parker. Parker turns around, finds the seam, skies it up, sends it all the way down. Right as Isaac comes out of the box, we are back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Great kill by the Moose. I'm not sure if Salt Lake had a shot on net.
I think there was one.
Outside shot though, nothing dangerous.
Yep.
Excellent pressure by the Moose, both down the ice and also in their own zone, making sure they kept everything to the outside.
Absolutely. Benny tried to clear it up, got knocked back in center, came back to him. Then he looked to free Jace, but just like we talked about earlier, the bounce off the wall didn't go the way he expected, and it comes down for icing.
So we getting end of season testing
Yep.
at the gym?
Yep. Probably sometime in April, either right at the very end or
Tyler wins
I
it
may
to
lump
Jace.
their
Jace
in-season
just can't
testing
hold on.
or
He's
end of
fighting
season
for it at the
testing
line.
with the tryout ones. I know
Tyler
they-
with a good
they're
stick to
full-
take the
full test
puck
those kids,
and
so
pick his pocket. Gets it to Jace. Jace right back to Tyler,
Get
but
it
it
all.
bounces on him.
Get it all wrapped up then.
Jace with it, tries to dump it in. Actually, I think he was probably going for Tyler. Ooh. And goes for an icing as Salt Lake was the last one to tip it before the red. You'll notice that the Borchi brothers, 52 and 48, they've got a shorthand between the two of them, and you'll see them be going back and forth with very quick, short passes in small areas where you wouldn't expect players to be passing to one another.
Yeah, it looks like they've probably played together for a long time, have maybe a little bit of a different connection that only brothers can have. Kind of reminds me growing up watching the Sedin twins, the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
a great analogy. I like that one. Romer gets it right back.
They would just
Dave
telepathically
steps,
know where
gets
the
it.
other guy is.
Yeah, and Tyler's shot gets blocked and it's stuck in the equipment of lines. He pulls it out and hands it to the referee. Says, "There you go, buddy."
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of skill with those two. Also with Mason. Mason's also a really strong physical presence in the middle.
Oh yeah.
That tends to create a lot of space for them, and then he's able to also vary some opportunities himself.
And on Tyler's shot, it looked like they got a stick in there just enough to disrupt it and make it go wide. Couldn't get full power on it. Gabe's 1-T pass doesn't work, but Mason swipes it to Jace. Jace back to Romer. Romer to Tyler. Tyler to the referee's skates, and then he sends it back to Jace. Jace looking for Romer in the middle, kind of splits him and Gabe. Salt Lake puts a long shot wide. Hunter's just gonna grab it.
Are you surprised by anyone's effort out there, or does their gym effort match their hockey effort here?
I usually, when in game situations, and not even our hockey program, most people, when the lights are on, they play hard. So, yeah, there's a few guys I haven't seen in a little bit, so it's kind of got a small sample size currently, but sometimes there's guys that more so.
Oh, and they're gonna get Parker.
They're maybe like a quieter, humbler guy.
Parker's gonna go for a cross check.
You see their skill and you see their talent,
but
you know,
not the hit to
like
Jace.
that's where sometimes
that
I get
one
surprised.
didn't get called. So moves back to the penalty kill. I was actually fine with the no call on the hit on Jace down there. It was a bang bang play. He was turning into it, you know.
Those can be tough because
Yeah.
obviously the other player's intent probably isn't to injure or run from behind. So
And the Moose bench goes nuts because Brent Bayless, 14U on the penalty kill, cleared it out. Seabass is going to pin against the wall. Now, the pin play is something that's allowed in Canada, and we actually had to talk to the refs the first series because we had one of our players do that, and they gave him a delay of game penalty.
so you're saying you can't just eat the puck in the corner and try to
Yeah, USA hockey rules.
put your skate against it?
USA hockey rules, that's a penalty. Not in our league. Save.
Yeah, I noticed that
save
in
again.
In the 14U game, we got called with that, and that was very surprising.
Yes.
And that was my question I said out loud, like, were you not allowed to do that? And
Yeah. So
So it
USA
turns out
hockey,
you're
you
not.
can't. But we talked to the refs, said, "Hey, our league you are," and they got it squared away.
Let's let that,
Yep.
let that one ride. That makes sense.
Marco
That
loses the
seems,
draw.
in recent years, there's been a constant shift to the game, and with more, seems like more Canadian teams are coming down and American teams are going up. We got to make sure we're on the same page with that.
All right, Gabe ate it in the stomach. Marco with a hit. Isaac fighting for it behind, comes to Gabe slowly. Gabe tries to pin. Isaac's in there to help. It pops out, it's in Isaac's skates, and then Marco gets it, and Marco's able to send it down. And we're also able to get a change, but they're coming the other way quickly. Comes to Benny. Benny tries the bounce pass, gets it to himself, gets it to Tyler. Tyler's got some room. He's going to shoot, misses the net. Comes to Jace on the point. He puts it back down to Benny, bounces on his stick. And Salt Lake calms it down. 10 seconds left on Parker's penalty. Isaac got it up to Romer. Romer got it to Tyler. Tyler defends, gets it to Jace. Jace has one man, but he's going to leave it. He wanted Tyler, but the pass was errant. Benny's now in a race. He gets it. He chips it back up to Tyler. Tyler carries. Tyler looks for Romer, gets him. Romer walks into the middle, shoots and scores! Mason Romer with a beautiful shot off the dish from Tyler.
Great speed entering the zone by Tyler, gets the defense to back off, drops it to Mason, who again seems to be very, very patient, looks for his opening, and a great shot top shelf.
And the thing you don't see a lot with the big guys is Mason has silky hands.
Yep, again, very patient. He has his head up. He knows exactly what he's trying to do, and he's just waiting for the opening versus trying to force the play. Yeah, you can tell he's a very skilled player.
Moose now up 3-0 with 29 seconds remaining in the period. Hable wins it. The cam gets knocked off his stick. Gets sent back down. No ice. Off Hable's skate behind the net. Gabe ignores the puck, and he's going to go for a penalty. Gabe goes for interference. So let me know if you heard this before. Moose go to the penalty kill.
Yeah. Again, Salt Lake doesn't seem to be able to generate a lot of offense or opportunities, but we're definitely not doing ourselves any favors by going a man down.
Absolutely.
It's also going to throw us off our offensive rhythm, so hopefully we can clean that up in the second half here.
All right, so 2 minutes up on the board for the penalty, 12 seconds remaining in the period. Marco went off Seabass, came to Salt Lake at the point. One-time shot gets blocked by Isaac. And a pin by Seabass is what ends the period. Moose up 3-0. We'll see in a few minutes.
Sometimes I'll
All right, so
very driven and determined young man, I will say.
second period of the third game. Fortunately wins it to Jace. Jace back to Parker. Parker sends it down. The reason why he did that is because there's still 1:40 left on Gabe's penalty. Yes, and the determined young man we were talking about was Gabe, who happens to be sitting in the box, very upset.
So great job by Brent stepping up there. Had some big bodies coming at them, but he held firm and was able to clear the puck, and now Salt Lake has to try to break out again.
No Kool-Aid in those veins. Tyler steals the puck, dumps it down. Jace, harassing, got it free, takes the puck, looks for his brother right in front.
Hey.
The shot, just off the goalie, goes wide. Tyler gets possession back. He's gonna spin it around. He's like, no, we're on the penalty kill. I'm gonna waste more time. You can't take it from me. He leaves it to Parker, but Parker takes it over. Yes, Tyler, while it's true they couldn't take it from you, they could take it from Parker. Parker also had a hit. Oh, Jace pops it free to himself. There's a line change. He's down there by himself. He's just gonna make a move. He's gonna skate around. He's like, all right, I got anyone yet? I got Parker. I'll send it all the way back. Parker's gonna delay. Parker's gonna go across to Bayless. Bayless is gonna chip it down, and it jumps on Salt Lake's stick and goes all the way to the goal line. Jace right there in pursuit. His speed is game-changing. He can do things that other players just can't, and it's really fun to watch.
Say that again, Chris?
Jace's speed,
Oh, yeah.
it's game-changing, and he can do things that other players can't.
Yep. Very strong skater. He's got great acceleration, great top speed, but also can turn on a dime. It's a bit of a triple threat. Can be very hard to deal with.
Yeah, good shot block by Josh. Parker hit his buddy Lines out there, and then
The same goalie from the first. It looks like that's Kessler.
Yeah.
Is that the same goalie from the first period on this side?
I don't remember, honestly. I don't think so. They might have switched them out. All right, Salt Lake goes to the box. Moose is going to go to the power play. Marco wins it back to Benny. Oh, Benny hits the poor Salt Lake kid as he was trying to get up right in the face. And they send it all the way down. Weird bounce, but Kessie gets it, leaves it for Gabe. Gabe, fresh out of the box, misses Benny. And then Benny forgets that it's the power play, or maybe he was wanting that to bounce differently.
Little disorganized in our breakout there. Maybe a little bit of frustration. The Moose will look to reset and regroup.
That they will. Let's reload. Let's get it out. And let's establish OZP. All right. Marco, it finally comes out to Josh. Josh, nifty little pass between his legs to Gabe. Gabe, a nifty pass to Bayless, who had joined the breakout. He's got it in his skates and loses it just over the blue. Seabass goes to step. It gets chipped around him. Gabe's going to be the first one to it. Gabe to Marco. Marco chips it down and then is going to go chase. He's the first one to it. He gets it down to Josh. Josh, I don't know, I think he was trying to feed Seabass. It gets blocked off. Gabe holds it to the point, sends it to his D partner who had vacated the point, and comes all the way down. Oh my gosh! Kessie just blows up Gabe behind the net. Not the way it was drawn up. Josh's pass gets blocked. Josh with a hit. Still fighting for it. It finally comes through. Jace pokes it free to himself. He gets around and gets to the puck. He's going to leave it for Tyler. Tyler's going to chip it to Romer. The 1T doesn't go, didn't get full wood on it. He spins it around to Jace.
Needed a saucer to get it across, but unfortunately it just didn't quite settle for Mason to get good wood on it.
Yep. Salt Lake tries to rim it around. A weird bounce off the Zamdors. Feel like we've been saying that a lot.
Yeah,
Jace picks it up.
That's that magic bounce I told you about.
And then Jace to Tyler. Tyler to the back of the net.
Yeah.
We'll have to check the clock. I think that Salt Lake had actually come out of the box at that time, so I think that was an even strength goal.
Well, and you can just see this is it's a very difficult line to deal with. There's a lot of skill. There's still size and strength. You can tell Salt Lake's having a really big problem with that line, keeping them contained.
Well, they are a talented line. A lot of teams have trouble with this line.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler loses the draw. Puck comes around to Romer. Romer and boys are going to come out 3-on-3. He delays. Pass jumps on Jace. Jace with a hit. But Salt Lake sends it back to their guy, one-on-one with Isaac. Isaac does a good job playing the man, not the puck. Comes to Romer. And I think Jace is going.
Parker, actually.
Oh, yep, Parker,
Yeah.
you're right.
Puck had left. Parker went to finish his hit. Was a little bit probably late finishing it. Player.
It's weird. It's the first time I've seen this happen.
Yeah. It's a tough play. You want to play physical, you want to finish your checks, but there can be a really tight window with which you do that, and if you're a little late, that could be the result.
Well, his mom came over in between periods and said it was all my fault because I was the one who moved him to defense when he was a little kid.
Oh, really?
Marco picks up the loose change and he's going to send it down. Hit by Seabass, comes free to Benny. Benny is going to send it, and
This
that
time,
was Seabass doing a little line dance to make sure he didn't block it with his skates.
This time, that's a great clearance by Benny that time.
Yep. Bounces off the stick. Isaac knocked it back into their zone. Comes back quickly, though. Kessie out of the net. Marco to pick up. Marco sends it all the way down. Isaac fast on the pursuit. He's going to get back on the back check, too. Gabe gets it, and he sends it all the way down.
Again, the Moose just do a great job pressuring Salt Lake. They're never comfortable. It always feels like they have to rush to make a play, and it's resulted in very few scoring opportunities.
Absolutely. Knocked free by Jace. Gabe gets it out of the zone through the contact. And Gabe's going to be F1. Now he's going to retreat back, and then, all right, Cam, your turn. Go.
Moose doing a good job cycling their pressure. One guy steps up as he cycles back, someone else comes to pressure the puck.
Yeah, great communication both on the ice and from the bench. Hable takes it away. He's going to slowly wait, and then he's going to send it all the way down. Bounces to Asher as the penalty expires. Back to 5-on-5. Gets knocked off his stick, but he's the first one to it. Turns behind the net. He looks to center out in front. Cam whacks at it, but the goalie covers.
Another great kill by the Moose. No opportunities for Salt Lake.
Yeah, I think that Salt Lake enjoys slowing it down in their end and then trying the stretch passes, which the Moose counter by putting 3 on the blue line and then letting them take their time in their end.
Yep. One guy flushes them out at least to try to force a bad pass, and it's been working.
Bayless! And the Moose bench goes nuts.
Great job by Brent to step up. The Utah player may have already been on the way down. That's a great hit by Gabe.
Hit by Gabe. Cam knocks him down, and it was going wide, but Kessie decides to hold it. Cam's still tied up, and that's with Parker's best friend. Parker and that kid have had an ongoing rivalry in both 16s and 18 games, so they both play both.
That's okay.
And the two of them have just been going back and forth all weekend.
Wait, one of our kids or a Salt Lake kid?
77 on Salt Lake and Parker.
Oh,
the two of them have just
I
been.
see.
So that's why when Cam got tied up, I said tied up with Parker's best friend. Tyler chips it around, and he's not trying to ice the puck. He was trying to spring Jace. However, the referees disagree with that strategy.
Looks like the Moose have a little bit more jump in their legs after that physical play started by Brent.
Yeah.
Gabe making a great mid-ice hit at the blue line. He's got a little bit of energy back in those legs.
Tyler, clean win back to Parker. Parker chips it up looking for Jace. He's got him. Jace off of Tyler's stick. Romer just a little bit too far, can't grab it. Salt Lake comes the other way. Goes off Parker's skate and comes to Jace. Jace off Romer. He tries to angle it in. Tyler looking to pick it up. Jace looking to hit the ref. Just kidding, he hit the Salt Lake guy. Got it to Romer. Romer shot off the goalie's stick even though it was going wide. Benny steps on the point, gets it down, goes off Romer's stick. Salt Lake shoots it off the outside of their own net. Benny holds the point, tries to chip it down, goes to Jace. Jace tries to send it down, but Salt Lake grabs it. Romer with a big hit on the back end. No ice. Parker trying, whacking, in his skates, gets it to Romer. Romer to Tyler. Tyler being harassed. Hit by Parker. Tyler ends up with the puck again.
Bit of a missed call there.
Well, the ref was just standing there. How would he know? Oh, Romer was trying to feed Tyler on the back end, but the pass just wasn't quite where it needed to be. Tyler tried to walk the line into the skates of Salt Lake, comes back to Gabe. Gabe's going to skate while Salt Lake changes. Hard shot over the net. And Jace was mad about it, so he takes it out on that Salt Lake kid. Comes back to Jace. Jace to Romer. Romer to Tyler. Tyler walks in.
Walking down Main Street.
Oh, shot C.
6 freaking players out there.
Yeah, and Salt Lake did have 6 out for a while, despite having a goalie in the net.
How did they get away with that?
That was a really good pressure by the Moose. You got Tyler walking down Main Street, just trying to one extra stick handle maybe you want back, but good to see the Moose getting opportunities.
All right, Marco wins it. Benny puts it back down to Marco. There's a delayed penalty on Salt Lake. Comes to Seabass. Seabass down to Marco. Marco with a shot and a score! And Seabass just got pushed by the face. He then grabs Seabass's face.
Awesome.
His glove might actually have been stuck in Seabass's cage. All right, Marco with the goal. All right, the kid who was pushing with Seabass, he gets sent to the locker room. 51, 23, 40, 50, and 52, I think. I don't know, we'll have to see. People are coming on and off. I'll have to go back and check. All right, refs are having a little conversation to figure out what they're going to call with 88 in the locker room. I don't know if there's just going to do the misconduct and not the penalty, which we have seen this weekend, or if they're going to throw someone in the box.
Looks like the floodgates are starting to open for the Moose. They've been the more physical team. You can tell that it's starting to wear Salt Lake down. Salt Lake's starting to get frustrated. And we've had a good stretch without any penalties of our own, and you can see ourselves starting to assert ourselves and really take over the game. So hopefully we can keep this up for the last 12 minutes.
Absolutely. So as he mentioned, 12-18 left on the clock. Moose now up by 5.
Again, I'm going to point back to a play a few minutes ago. Our 14U player, Brent Bayless, stepping up, playing physical, followed by a big hit by Gabe. And since then, we have been all over Salt Lake.
Absolutely. Love to see that young player setting the tone.
Hockey is very much it's an energy game. It's a momentum game. And sometimes it takes a play like that to get your bench fired up. And then we just keep the momentum going from there.
All right, so interestingly enough, they end up giving 88 a major and kicking him. So 5 minutes go on the board. The goal does not eliminate the penalty because it's a major.
Yeah.
Marco wins it back to Bayless. Bayless gets it to Gabe. And if you listen to our previous broadcasts for the other majors, typically that happened to the Moose, the major does not come off the board with goals. So if the Moose score here, that penalty is going to stay up. Josh tries to get through the middle, loses the handle, comes back to Brent. Brent up to Josh. Josh can't quite get it through the contact. Moose having a hard time just holding on to the puck right here. Salt Lake's just been dominating, although at this point in the game, I'm sure the Moose would be perfectly happy to let them just play pass in their own end.
Yeah. Sometimes I think with double minors, 4-minute, 5-minute penalties, it can be easy to get complacent, sit back, not have the urgency you need. So hopefully the Moose can bear down here, still take advantage and get some good power play time.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, you had Josh with a very lackadaisical pass that gets intercepted and turns into a scoring opportunity for Salt Lake.
Trying to make a move at his blue line versus making the simple play and advancing the puck.
All right, Habel wins it back. Benny's going to pass it to Parker, but misses. Parker picks it up anyway. He's looking for Asher. It misses and comes all the way down for an ice. Ice on the power play, not necessarily ideal.
Say that again, Chris.
Icing on the power play, not ideal.
No, we've had a couple of those today.
Yep.
And then just got to clarify on the rules. If it's a major penalty, does the goal erase the penalty, or do they still remain shorthanded?
They remain shorthanded.
Yep.
And I believe that was the discussion that the referees were having because it was a delayed penalty when the Moose scored. And they were like, well, if it's a major, it doesn't come off.
Yeah.
So
nothing. The penalty doesn't get. The penalty won't be negated no matter what.
Correct. Benny back to it after Kessie leaves it for him. He's going to send it to Asher. Asher up through Jay, stumps it down. Gets rimmed around. Parker there to hold the point. Parker walks the line. Comes to the center. He's going to look to shoot. Goes off the goalie and out of play. And I think that was Jace that took a hit up high, stretching his neck a little bit.
Good patience by Parker to walk the blue line, find some good open ice for a nice, good shot opportunity.
Absolutely. I want to see him put those low. His one goal came off of a low shot.
It was a low dribbler.
Yep. And even if it doesn't go in, you give yourself rebound opportunities in front of the net. Gabe hits it, but can't hold it inside the zone, sends it back to Isaac. Isaac to Tyler. Tyler looking for Gabe, he's got him. Gabe chips it up, goes to Isaac. Isaac spins it to Tyler. Tyler trying to use the defense as a screen. They block the shot, but he picks up his own rebound behind the net. He gets it to Gabe. Gabe back to Tyler. Tyler back to Gabe. Gabe with a shot and goalie with a glove. 9:47 left in the second. There's still 2:29, so more than a normal minor still left on the penalty. Moose up by 5. Mason got it back, but Salt Lake intercepted. They send it down. Now it's a race. Isaac goes in first. Isaac with a body position, leaves it for Gabe. Gabe, it's Tyler. Tyler looking for Jace. Jace does a little leave for Gabe. Gabe, the long shot low. It pops right out in front for a rebound opportunity. If only someone had mentioned something like that earlier. Romer with the snipe.
I'm going to sound...
He has
That's
two,
yeah, that's
two
3.
for sure. But
He had one, because he had one early. That little...
Yep. Yeah.
That's hat trick.
Yep.
Gonna sound like a broken
There it
record,
goes.
but
There it goes. Reese threw the hat. Reese throws his beanie on the ice for Mason. Mason says, "Aw, shucks, you're embarrassing me." Sorry, Mason. Amy said you're not getting her Pure Bar hat, so sorry. All right, Moose now up 6-0. There's still 2 minutes left in the penalty. So Moose still on the power play. Jace got it to Mason. Mason behind the net. Mason gets it to Borchi. Borchi walks. Mason with a shot. The 1T is saved. Comes to Benny. Benny to Jace. Jace looking for his brother. Gets him. Tyler delays. Tyler hits Benny streaking. I think he got a shot off, but the goalie kicked it to the corner. And then we get a slashing call.
going against Benny, it looks like.
All right, so Benny goes for a slash. Refs, I think, might be trying to equalize things a little bit. Felt bad for him. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 1:24, and then Salt Lake will have an abbreviated power play.
Now, another follow-up rule question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
If Salt Lake scores, does that then
Negate our
release-
penalty, yes.
That would negate our penalty.
Yes.
Interesting.
So we could theoretically get back to a power play.
If Salt Lake scores, we could go back on the power play.
Yes.
Not that we want that to happen, but
Nope.
just
Good stick by Marco, but it goes out of play and out of the ring.
interesting little quirk there.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Marco got it to Parker. Goes through Josh's skates. Parker tries to pick it up. Parker still poking at it. Josh ends up with it. Parker lets it bounce to take it. He walks to the middle. Take that low shot. Ah! And save. An interference call. Josh is talking.
Another great job by Parker stepping in open ice and getting a nice shot from the slot.
Yep. I wanted to see that shot low, but hey. All right, so now Josh goes to the box for interference. It will now be a 4-on-3 for 54 seconds. Then it'll be
Not one you see very often.
Nope, and then you will have a 5-on-3 for a little bit,
About,
and then a
36
5-on-4.
seconds. Looks like. Right? Yeah.
Marco gets it. Parker picks it up. Parker turns, and he's going to skate. Marco and Gabe are going to hang out. Parker, I think, was trying to shoot that. Goes wide. Parker in on the F1. Forcing the guy to the outside. Good job with a stick, forcing him to turn around. Marco with a shoulder, leaves it for Gabe. Gabe fans on the dump. He's tied up. Comes down the half wall. Gabe with a hit. That was clearly interference, but that's fine. Whatever.
I feel like that was a little bit of interference in the corner.
Save by Kessie.
That's probably the first shot Kessie's had to turn away in a little while.
Yep. Shot save. Gabe pushes it back to Kessie. Kessie can't get it, but Marco does and sends it all the way down. All right, so it is now 5-on-3. Chase with a good back pressure. Kessie save and cover with Isaac standing guard. 10 seconds until we get our first guy out, and then it'll be a 5-on-4. All right, that was Habel who lost the draw. Shot save. Good job for Kessie. I didn't know if he'd be able to see that one, but he did a great job. All right, Betty comes off. And Tyler comes on. Brent Bayless, the 14 hero with the puck. Oh, he tries to send it, but it's Isaac. Yeah, I shouldn't
Looked
be
like
saying
there was
good
a
things
bit of
about him.
indecisiveness there by Brent, trying to send it through the middle.
Yep.
Luckily, his teammates are there to step up.
That looked like it went off of Kessie's stick, although it may have gone wide. Puck comes around, Habel to it, and now we are even. If you could hear that yelling, comes back in, delayed off, they tag up. Now it comes back to Brent. Brent sends it around, bounces on Tyler, comes back to Salt Lake. But all the special teams is done for now. Popped free, Habel tries to get it through a couple, but can't quite do it. Josh tries to poke it around, and then Habel sends it down. Salt Lake dumps it down deep. Bayless says, I got this, bro.
Oh,
He's going to carry through the middle of the ice, cutting around. He wanted to get a shot, but it gets blocked.
good job getting his feet moving, getting a bit of speed through the neutral zone. You love to see that from a young D-man. Just
Absolutely.
didn't have any help generating any offense because the Moose were on a change.
Absolutely. We are coming up on 5 minutes left in the game, and Salt Lake offsides, put his body in before the puck. Which one is this one? Oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. All right, Borchi got it to Chase, who fell over. And then Romer picks it up. Romer sends it back to Gabe. Gabe back to Parker. Parker looking just over Tyler. Tyler and Jace harassing. Jace takes it, gets it back to Tyler. Tyler walks in, gets it to Romer. Romer puts it in the back of the net. Number 4 for Romer. Number 4 for number 9.
And the Borchards are very relentless with their pressure. Caused Salt Lake to cough it up. And again, Romer is a very smart player, right place at the right time.
Yep. And if you give him those opportunities, he does not miss.
Easy tap in. Easy tap in. Yep. Great job by Jace forcing that turnover. Tyler comes out, slides it across, easy goal.
All right, 4:47 left in the second. Moose up 7-0. Gabe takes the puck. Gabe gets it to Parker. Parker tries to hit Marco, but it gets intercepted. They walk in, shot saved by Kessie. Seabass with a hit, pops out front. Oh, Gabe can't quite get it. Saved by Kessie, and the net gets knocked off. There might have been another save in there by Kessie too. Oh yeah, no, it was a penalty for sure. Good intercept by Benny. He's looking around. He wants to carry. He gets it to Seabass. Seabass looking to 1T to get to Josh. He gets there, comes off Josh's stick. Isaac's going to step, but it comes around him. Marco's there to whack it away twice. Comes out to Salt Lake outside the zone offside. They regroup at their blue line. Seabass knocks him over. Then Salt Lake has an errant pass that goes back in their own end. Isaac takes it, dumps it in, delayed off. Seabass harassing, comes around, comes to Isaac, jumps on his stick, but there's plenty of time as Salt Lake is doing a line change. Josh looking for Marco, goes off his stick, but I guess the stick was slightly behind the red line, so icing.
Looks like we got about 3:19 left. The only thing in these situations, sometimes an opposing team can be a little frustrated with the result. So hopefully the Moose can stick out of any funny business and finish this game.
Hable on the draw. Cam looking to get it out. Hable gets it to Parker. Parker skating with it, just off Patridge. It's underneath me. I think that was Salt Lake who threw it back to their own guy. Parker, good whack out of midair. Comes to Hable. Hable gets it to Cam. Cam's got a little bit of room. He's got Patridge coming with him. He's going to take the long shot, looking for the rebound, but goalie does a good job of holding on. Save. I'd like to see Cam put that on the ice. Get that far pad kick out because he had Patridge on the weak side.
Just that little bit too high.
Yep.
We had someone charging the net for pressure.
Salt Lake's bounce pass misses, but no ice because it comes in on net. Kessie plays it out a little too far for Gabe, goes to Salt Lake. Salt Lake tries to center, and Kessie pins it against the outside of the net to get the whistle. And then with the butt of his stick, slides it out.
Doesn't look like Kessie's had too much work to do today, but he's stepped up and made the saves when he's needed to.
Yeah, he's been very solid. He's been good on positioning.
Yeah. Can be very, very tough as a goalie when the majority of the offense is in the other zone. Can be easy to get a little complacent, fall asleep, but he's answered the call and stayed locked in.
Gabe whacks it free for Jace. Jace gets it over to Asher. Asher tripped, but he still gets it down deep. Jace in pursuit. Jace had the puck, got it. Oh, Tyler had that top corner, just missed it. Kessie heads to the bench on a delayed penalty. They get a hook as they pull Jace down behind the net. And Moose will go to the power play for 2 minutes with 2:06 sitting on the clock, up 7-0.
It was in a tight space for the older Borchard. He almost was able to get it up in a hurry, just a little bit too short on the short side.
Yep, he had a little bit of space. He saw it, just a little too high.
Looks like the Moose will, for all intents and purposes, get to finish the game on the power play.
Yep. So Tyler got it forward, went to Asher. Asher couldn't hold on. Tyler with a nice stick.
Yep. Again, 46 is
Intercepts
dangerous. He almost got into the open ice, but good job charging him down and making that little poke check.
Ooh, Asher's shot just misses. Gabe has it. Gabe puts it back to Tyler. Tyler gets it down to Gabe. Brent switches sides. Pops right out in front. Nobody there to grab it. Gabe in pursuit behind the net. Everyone gets tied up. Salt Lake grabs it. Salt Lake sends it all the way down. Asher had been tied up. Asher's still down. And Bailiff sends it up
now
to Chase, who's offside because he had no idea Asher was all the way behind the net.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Like, hey man, no, you're supposed to be on this side.
It's not every day you are about to cross the blue line and see one of your players behind the goal line.
Yeah.
Catching too many men
Yeah.
All right, Tyler gets to Gabe. Gabe carries in the spinning pass, ends up pinballing to Jace, but then it comes off his stick, goes to Salt Lake. Patridge with good back pressure takes the puck, gets it to Tyler. Tyler spins it up through the middle. Woo! Tyler goes around. He actually got a good pass to Jace, but Jace was more worried about the hit. One-on-one with Isaac. Isaac does a great job pulling the puck away. He's going to come away with speed, looking for Jace. Pass gets intercepted, and then they send it all the way down. Less than a minute to go. We're sitting at 35 seconds. Isaac's going to stand still and then say, hey, wait a minute. Jace is up there. Let me try and free him. Doesn't quite work. Patridge is under me battling. He got it to Benny. Benny got it into the zone. Goes off of David, but offside. We tag up. Isaac does a good job preventing the pass going through. Benny trying to push him wide. He gets the inside track, and it sneaks in somehow.
1.4 seconds
side
left.
With, say that again.
1.4 seconds left.
1.4 on the clock.
From up here, you can't even tell how that went through. It looked like Kess was tight to that post and had it covered. And
yeah.
There must just been a sliver of daylight open for right at the moment that the puck was fired and sneaks through. So Utah breaks the goose egg.
So sorry, Hunter. No shutout for you today.
That's a tough way.
That was Parker on the draw, winning, and the game ends with a Moose win, 7-1. And a big thank you to Adam, our guest commentator, who put Dave Carlson to absolute shame.
Don't make me take my microphones and go home.